Warning, this video isn't for anyone under the age of 16. If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of UNDEAD UNLUCK Chapter 3, and another solid chapter of UNDEAD UNLUCK. So let's talk about this thing. Let's figure this thing out, and let's go over my overall thoughts on it. I have notes. Okay, so we find out the big member's name of the Union, the big robot guy, his name was Void. Now, I don't know where this mangaka is going with this. I don't know if he's the kind of author that once he kills somebody, they stay dead, or once he kills someone, they come back alive like 5 or 10 chapters down the road. I don't know. But when it comes to this big robot guy named Void, I don't think he's dead. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I think he's not dead. If you remember when they came out of the rubble from the building imploding, he says this, and I quote, "If it weren't for this crazy old coot suit, I'll be 6 feet under." Now, crazy old coot, that's obviously a professor in the Union, a guy that makes gear for members of the Union, things of that nature. And that's a suit. That's not his body. His body is probably inside of the suit. So when Andy shot his finger through his head, and we're going to talk about that later on in this review as well, when he shot his finger through his head, that was just a head. That was just something that whoever was in that suit was able to see. So I think the real Void, whoever's in that suit, is still alive and well. Okay, and we also found out that the Void is also the 9th seat of the Big Ten. But for me, this was some confusing shit. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so Andy's part bullets. Okay, now I reread this page like 3 damn times, and I still don't understand it. Maybe this was just the author's way of trying to make Andy have the spirit gun like Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know, but to me this seems damn stupid. Okay, so the Void picks up Andy's hand because he thinks that Andy's body's attached to it, which is not. So Andy says, and I quote, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm reading it off the official Shonen Jump website. He says, "You see, whenever I lose a body part, it disappears in 30 seconds anyway. Or should I say, it lasts for 30 seconds. And then he shoots Void with a fingertip, okay? And then Andy goes on to say, I call it parts bullet, okay? It's the sweet trick where I use my regenerative powers to shoot my half-torn body parts like projectiles." What the hell does that even mean? Okay, I get it. He can shoot his body parts like projectiles. How? I guess that now I can understand how he's able to leap from tall buildings so fast. He's breaking his legs off and regenerating them. But at the same time, like, how does that even work? Like, what is projecting them? Like, is he forcing off his body parts? Like, okay, I get it. You could bite off your fingertip, okay? But where the hell is the force coming from? I know I may be thinking too deep into this because this is just manga, and I get that. But there should have some sense of common sense involved with this. Like, okay, I'm gonna bite my finger off and I can regenerate body parts. So where does the force for this come from? I don't know. I don't get it. Explain it to me in the comment section, guys, if you kind of understand the parts bullet. I mean, I don't get it. Like I say, maybe this is just the author's way for having Andy be like a Yusuke Urameshi knockoff with the spirit gun ability. Maybe he's a fan of it and he wanted his own character to have it in some manner. I don't know. So one thing though I really enjoyed is the smaller guy of the Union. We don't know his name yet. He was the one that was hitting on Fuko earlier on. So his ability is something straight out of Bleach, ladies and gentlemen. He has the ability to completely mess with your perception. Basically, up is down and right is left. And I love that ability so much. I loved it in Bleach, and I love it in here as well. And he seems like he's going to be a really fun character later on. And he's actually going to be one of the ones that actually help Andy and Fuko, once they do join the Union. Like, I can see him being a great asset to Andy and Fuko. So, moving right along, he helps Andy and Fuko by telling them to kill another member in Russia in 3 days, and he actually gives them a description of what the guy would look like, and then he spares their life and then leaves. So now we know that both Andy and Fuko have to make their way to Russia, and Andy's excited about it. Fuko is worried about it. Andy says, "How old are you?" Fuko says she's 18. So right then and there, the one thing that I love when Fuko said that, all you goddamn let me calm down. All you social justice warriors can shut the hell up about it, okay? Okay, it's confirmed Fuko is 18, so shut the hell up. So Andy says she's legal in Russia to drink, so they're gonna knock a few back. So that's the next step where they're going. They're going to go to Russia, and of course, the Union is still going to be chasing them on their way to Russia, and they're going to go and take out another member of the Big Ten that's in Russia in 3 days' time. And overall, that was the chapter. The one thing that really piqued my interest as well is Fuko's unluck ability, because it seems like it has layers now. Because first, it was the gas truck. That's how chapter 2 ended, with the gas truck, if you guys remember. And then it moved right along to a building imploding. Now, I don't know if that was because of Fuko's bad luck or that was just a very unlucky coincidence. I don't know. But at the same time, if it was Fuko's bad luck, that means that she can do consecutive bad luck. So if it doesn't get you the first time, it can get you the second time. And I'm wondering, how strong can Fuko's unluck actually become? Can it become to the fact where she could actually destroy the planet if she loved the planet? like could you imagine if she became like a tree hugger or some shit, and she says, "We love the world," and she like legitimately like loved the planet Earth, like the planet that she's from, and hugged it and made like volcanoes erupt and just blew up the entire Earth, or something like that. Wouldn't that be crazy? But anyway, guys, that's my chapter review of Undead Unluck Chapter 3. It was a good chapter. I really liked it. I liked the fact that the smaller guy was using Void's body to avoid the debris of the building imploding as well. Really enjoyed everything about this chapter. I didn't, except for the whole parts bullet thing. I think that was a cop out, and that was and even though it was introduced to us earlier on, with that's how he was able to leap very fast off the top of buildings, I just don't like it. I think it would have been better if he just stuck with the katana, or used his body parts where, okay, you can't kill me, like be a Deadpool, be very good with martial arts. We already know he's been alive for a long time, so he can handle himself. He has a katana, a blade, use guns. But this whole thing's with the parts bullet, that just seems kind of stupid to me, okay? But overall, solid chapter. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. That's been my review of Undead Unluck Chapter 3. I will catch you guys next week. I can't wait to see what happens when Fuko and Andy finally make it to Russia. I did like the little scene where Fuko was going to offer up her booty to Andy, and Andy said, hey, I'm never going to be that desperate. Don't ever do that again. I really like that, because it seems that Andy's starting to respect Fuko a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. But yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you next week. And hey, sayonara, suckers.